That's nice.
Cash Daddies is for entertainment purposes only. You'd be an idiot to listen to anything these degenerates say. Invest at your own risk, do research, but seriously don't listen to these ass clowns. Now enjoy Cash Daddies.
Yes, and welcome to Cash Daddies. We're banking fatties. We are back in it to win it. Welcome. Yep, I agree. That is the gayest intro of all time, and that's why we keep it, because we're proud of our gay lifestyles, everybody. Welcome to the #1 financial show you should never, ever listen to. We are comedians. Johnny is an open micer, and we're just trying to do our best at this point, okay? We're just trying to do our best at this point. Join me, as always, the man, the myth, the legend, Howie, Dewey, and on the ones and twos, Jay Nice, Juicy Johnny. Are you guys hearing that in the background?
I am. Howie, do you have
Headphones?
Yeah, hold on.
We are a
boomers.
professional show, believe it or not. This is not our first show. We've done this before.
All right, that should be good.
Are we better? Yeah, that should be better. There we go. I don't even know what you did there. We were all making fun of you that you were a boomer, and then you did something. Well, we don't even know.
What did you do?
How'd you do that?
I picked up the fan and put it in the other room.
Oh, that was very weird. Okay, we're in it, dude. Guys, thank you guys so much for joining us. We had such a success last time with our show that we decided to do it again. Yes. And here we are. Crazy week. And we're very excited, dude. How was your week, guys? How's your week, Johnny?
Fantastic, Sam. I'm doing great. I have, as you know, been edging into Bitcoin. Just a little, and now I have quite a lot, and Bitcoin's had a good week, so I'm happy.
Yeah. You know, year to date, it's up 52%.
Yes, I do know that. Yes, I do, and I'm thrilled about it. I wonder if this is kind of the new normal now for a while, is where we're between 65 and 70, and I'd be okay with that for a bit. I mean, you still have. I mean, the most positive people on Bitcoin, the most, the real bulls think that like 100 by the end of the year, but I just don't. It doesn't seem like it's going to move like that anymore. I hope so. I would love that, but I just don't know. What do you think about that, Howie? It doesn't seem like it, right?
No, I mean, I think that's the case because so many ETFs own it now. I mean, it's like, it's like anything else. When you get all these companies owning a chunk of it, it's tougher to see the big moves. It's just the way it is. But
yeah, I agree on that. That's a double-edged sword, right? So if you get all these companies with all this money coming in buying it, they could also pull their money out and crash it, and then we're all screwed. Howie, you should get a microphone. I'm just telling you should get a microphone. It would really help the show. It would be better for the show.
I have one, but I don't know if I usually plug it into my laptop, and the link you sent me was to the phone.
Yeah. Okay. So this is where we are as a society that I have to send Howie an email with the link. Okay, I'll do that right now.
Well, usually Johnny does that.
I'm going to send it to you right now.
To be fair, I've had to. Howie, don't feel bad. I've had to do the same thing for Sam. He's like, "Oh, can you send it to Twitter or to my email or to Google Plus?" I mean, anything but his phone.
Okay, here we go.
Howie just left. Let's see. Oh, he must be going to get the
Howie is.
What is that? Is that like his Mormon underwear drying out behind him? What is that? You do that? What is it? Howie, move aside for a second. What is that?
Howie, I sent it to you. I sent you the.
Oh, okay. I thought that was like some old fashioned like long johns or something.
Nah,
so jump off, Howie. Jump off, and come back. Okay.
It'll take 2 seconds.
All right, good. Thank you. We thought you.
Howie's more experienced jumping on, but he'll try to jump off.
Okay.
Hold
on. Hang up, Howie. This is live. Okay, there we go. Now we're back.
Are you sure you?
Can I just kick him out? Should I just kick him out?
You can do that. Yeah, just let him come back.
Okay, I'm kicking you out. Sorry, dude. There you go.
Bye, Howard.
Oh, if you want. No, I just want to kick him out for a second. So he's you guys are crushing. Thank you, dude. Thank you, bro. We're trying our hardest.
This is the
that's
first
just
time
like
we've done it on your YouTube channel, and now it's just gone to shit. Oh my
what's
God.
so funny is is the exact same thing for my stand-up comedy. The first time we did it, I did it crushed. And then the second time I did it, it just went to like just crash and burn, dude. It just crashed and burned. Should we bring in Howie? I don't see a microphone yet. Should I bring him in? Okay, there we go. Howie's back.
10-4.
There we go. Much better, buddy. Much better. Much better. So how was your week, Howie?
We're getting we banked early last week on, I can't remember what it was, bought some stuff. And right now, I gotta be honest, we're getting our ass kicked on Dell computer.
Damn.
Dell is smacking us. Dell dropped to 118, and we had banked on it a few times before. Now this time it hit 118, dropped down to 112, bought some more. If Microsoft comes out with solid earnings tomorrow, which I think they will, I think we'll get a nice rally in it. But we're also holding Uber. That's down, and I'll tell you what, I got a feeling it's going to pop hard and quick because a lot of people are going to be buying Uber over the next couple of days. It's down below $64. It's the time to buy it. You got to buy it. So we're fighting. We're in the trenches, man. We are in the trenches is what we're doing. We're swinging.
We're trying our hardest, dude. We're swinging. We're hanging. We're banging. We're making it go for sure. Yeah. For sure.
So it's going to end up being good. I'll tell you what's crazy is, I got all these charts and all these stocks. When they hit certain support levels of resistance, I get notified. And Oxy, our favorite oil stock, hit a level below 60 today. And I went in and bought some calls. This is like, I don't know, I think 1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock. And by 4 o'clock, it was up 20%.
Nice.
So, yeah, look. Here's the bottom line. If you're holding one of the big seven, if you're holding Apple, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, Nvidia, Google, Tesla, you've gotten your ass handed to you the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Those companies have lost a total market cap of $1.5 trillion.
Holy cow.
3 weeks. In 3 weeks, 1.5 trillion. So, you talked about Bitcoin earlier, Sam. That's kind of the situation. So many ETFs own these big stocks that when they do fall, these ETFs, they're index funds. They can't sell them. So they just got to ride it down. But I think it's going to be a good week this week. I think it's going to be an excellent week.
Oh, man.
Speaking of Bitcoin, Trump has made it his I don't know if you guys saw over the last week. He's kind of made it a mission to win over the Bitcoin people. He's been he was at some Bitcoin conference. What were you saying? Sorry, go ahead.
No, that was hilarious about Trump when he coming out saying he's a huge he hated Bitcoin. This guy shit on it more than anyone I've ever seen in my life.
Well, and he was at some Bitcoin conference, I think, and talking about how he's going to be, the best for Bitcoin. But he also said, to huge applause, that he was going to get rid of the SEC head Gensler. And the people went crazy. And Trump, you could tell he was like, "What? Are you guys really that excited?" And then he said it again, and then they just went nuts. It was amazing. How
long is that? How long is that speech?
I don't know. I don't even think I've seen the whole thing. I've probably just seen like 10 different clips of it. I'll check it out.
You know who was there? Listening to it at the conference was our boy Wise Wolf. He was down there.
Oh yeah. Well, of course he's big on. Oh, it's 52 minutes.
Well, I can show you the Gensler part though. I have it pulled here if you want to look at that. Just 1 second, fellas.
Yeah, that was the speech.
Hold on. Sorry, guys, just a second.
Okay, here we go. Ready? We'll add it. Here we go.
My plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world, and we'll get it done. We'll get it done. If crypto is going to define the future, I want to be mined, minted, and made in the USA. It's going to be. It's not going to be made anywhere else. And if Bitcoin moon is going to the moon, I want America to be the nation that leads the way, and that's what's going to happen. I pledge to the Bitcoin community that the day I take the oath of office, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's anti-crypto crusade will be over. It will end. It'll be done. It'll be done. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC chairman.
All right.
They didn't show the part where he was really impressed by those applause, and then says it again.
But he also said something crazy in there, which was, and I thought everyone should be like, "Oh, that's interesting." Like he said, he's going to take all the seized Bitcoin and use it as the U.S. government reserve. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Like how much Bitcoin have you guys? How much Bitcoin have you guys seized?
Look, do you think he has any clue to what Bitcoin even is? I mean, I don't think he does. I don't think he has a clue.
It's super interesting, dude. I'll tell you that right now. It's interesting. I mean, like, it would be great. Like, here's the thing about Trump is like what Trump says he's going to do, right? And what he actually does is never the same. He always promises you the moon, and you're like, his promises are great, and then it never happens. Unlike Joe Biden or Kamala Harris, they promise you the worst, and then they do even worse than that.
I've got the quote here, Sam, if this is what you're talking about. He says, "For too long, our government has violated a cardinal rule that every Bitcoiner knows by heart. Never sell your Bitcoin. If I am elected, it will be the policy of my administration for the United States of America to keep 100% of all the Bitcoin the U.S. government currently holds or acquires." I don't know if he's saying that because they might sell things that they're seizing, and it's kind of tanking the price. That's what people are worried about. I'm not familiar with this issue, so I can't find anything about him saying it would be the reserve.
And by the way, I'm judging this when I would 100% do the exact same thing. He called staple coins during the speech.
Staple coin?
Yeah. Which I would be like, yeah, I would probably do that too. I'd probably do that too.
Right.
He's trying.
You know, they were yelling, screaming. You know what's funny? I'd love to hear him backstage. You know, he went backstage and was like, "Hey, what the fuck is Bitcoin?" They seem to really like it. we gotta get it. We gotta get on this shit.
He's really good at showing up and promising you the moon. If I get elected, I mean, dude, what basically people running for president do? They treat us like women that we're trying to get down their pants, right? It's like they will say anything to us to get down our pants and vote. That's what they want, whatever they need to hear. And then once they get done with voting, they just chuck us to the side.
Like, has anybody asked him, like, "Hey, when you get reelected, are you gonna start that wall that you told us about?" I mean, isn't Mexico paying for that? Like, what did that wall ever get started? Did they even?
I think it did. And then they did some wall. They got some wall. They got some wall for sure. They got some wall. You know, it's definitely weird. It's definitely weird.
We don't have the wall, but we have some wall. Yeah, there is some wallage down there, from what I understand.
Oh my God. No, I listened to that and I was like, this guy hated Bitcoin. He said it was the dumbest thing in the world. Third world countries were using it. I mean, this was a couple of years ago on the show. I remember him saying that. So I don't know.
This is what Kathy has to say. Yeah, yo, brah, women are a bit smarter. No, not at all. Not at all. So Johnny, do we have any interesting stories?
Yeah, one thing that I noted here was that where is it? This is something Howie said a while ago, and I think it's all coming to fruition here. It seems like McDonald's getting squeezed from two sides. One, the minimum wage law, and then their sales have declined for the first time in years, as they've had to increase their prices because of the minimum wage law, but also because of these weight loss drugs. And there's another one coming to market. Roche now has one that is they're fast tracking. So there's going to be another weight loss drug on the market. It's probably going to come down in price, being more accessible to more people. And I don't know what it says about the future of McDonald's and these other fast food restaurants. How you've been on this from the beginning? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it will affect some of these places, especially short term. Until 2-3 years from now, people just start dropping dead from the weight loss drugs.
It's crazy to me.
Can't eat either. So.
Because who knows what's going to happen with them?
I mean, dude, I've had friends of mine. They look gorgeous on this drug, but they're halfway through. The final stop is trans face. That's where you end up with a weird trans face.
Wait, show me a trans face, Sam. Try to do one. Like make. Well, I don't know what you mean. The dark kind of the sucked in, like sunken look.
It gets like
hollow.
It's very similar to steroid face, right? Where it's like your cheeks are really big, you're sunken in. Ozempic face. Just look up Ozempic face. And
I just want to see you do it.
Yeah, you do it. Sam does a good one, man.
I can't. Someone said it's almost like meth face, but still not the same.
It's close.
It's just like you start getting like super over the top, like Cro-Magnon man feetures.
Morgan Stanley is projecting that we'll have a global obesity drug market of over $100 billion but in 6 years from now. $100 billion industry.
It's more like meth face, anorexic body. I mean, everything just turns skinny, sloppy.
Well, it is crazy that like this is what's going to make America not fat. Is by just cheat codes. Like America just like, dude, like I did 2 workouts today because I'm a crazy person, but I love it. I love it. I did Thai boxing and I weightlifted. I love it. These people don't want to do any of that. I love it.
Doesn't surprise you though, does it? I mean, that's going to be the future. There's going to be a drug for everything. We thought there was in the 90s. I remember, that was kind of a theme of a lot of the art and the movies around that time was that there's a pill for everything. But there will literally be a pill for everything in this. When AI starts coming up with formulations, get ready, dude. There's going to be a pill for everything you can imagine. And maybe even hair regrowth. Maybe nobody will ever go bald again. Maybe your dick will get bigger, but there will be a pill for everything.
I know.
Real quick, I got a picture of Ozempic face, so I just want to give it to you guys. So you
know how many comedians in New York are either taking Ozempic or guys I know that are 42 years old are taking testosterone. And I'm like,
what did you? Can you say that again?
Testosterone.
Okay, dude.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Testosterone. That's right up there with us. Staple coin.
It is.
Is that anything like testosterone? Howie, are they similar in any way? Testosterone and testosterone.
Here we go, guys.
Yeah.
This is Ozempic face. Boy. See, like you start getting those weird like.
Wait, over is that Jessica Simpson?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Who's that on the right? That's not Jared Leto.
That is the last white guy that a Kardashian hooked up with.
Is that Jared Leto?
No, that is one of the Kardashians. She's actually the only one who hooks up with white guys, but the one chick who only allows white guys in, that's her first husband.
That guy looks dead.
He
looks like death.
They look like Skeletor.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is, and Sharon Osbourne is like that as well too.
Yeah. They say it's from the collagen breaking down in your face because when you're at such calorie deficit, your body starts to break down the collagen in your face along with muscle. You lose. They say on Wegovy and these other drugs, you disproportionately, like if you had done weight loss naturally, you would lose some muscle, but you would lose less if you did like working out throughout it.
Yeah.
But if you do this, you lose more muscle than you would through working out. So some of the weight loss is bad weight loss.
No, look, man, I don't know. I think it's a society. No, like I said, like I know fucking comedians, and it's like, no, I'm 42 and 43. I need to start taking the test because it gives me energy. It's like, listen, man, I knew guys in our town that lived to be 85, 86 years old. They were fucking chopping wood in the winter. They weren't taking this shit back then.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like,
to me, that feels a little different because that's something you can measure, and I mean, people can know, you can know how much testosterone you have, and there are ways to try it to remedy that naturally. And if it doesn't work, I could see. I mean, I don't know. That seems a lot safer for me.
I don't trust it. hormones. Fuck that. You're gonna put like hormones in your body.
But weightlifters have been using that shit for forever. I mean,
yeah, their average length of life is like 63.
Yeah, a lot of those guys are healthier. Yeah, that's kind of
when I get to a point where it's just like I don't care anymore. Like the only reason I didn't go through with testosterone is because testosterone or whatever Howie called it was because I didn't want to lose my hair. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But I would love to just get shredded, Doc. Just get shredded.
Dude, one cycle of D-ball and your bench goes from 250 to 375.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Let's hang in bed
down the street, just not even feeling bad about just punching random kids right in the head. You just all the time walking to a bar, bam, right in the forehead. You don't care. You got that anger.
All right, Johnny, what are some more stories?
Oh, yeah, staying on McDonald's, though. Staying on McDonald's with Johnny. So McDonald's has all this negative news. They got earnings this morning. They come out, their earnings were bad, forward guidance was bad, everything was bad. So the stock's trading at 250. What happens? It goes up almost 4%, almost 10 points today. It finishes at 261.42 on negative news because we always talk about it was factored in. It was factored in. Wall Street knows this shit beforehand, man. They knew they were going to come out with bad earnings, but the big boys went in and bought early, and that thing popped today. McDonald's was up big. I wish I had it.
Yeah, and I mean, good news for Disney. Deadpool and Wolverine was the highest rated R-rated opening of all time at the box office. 444.1 million worldwide, 211 million domestic. The previous record holder was Deadpool, the original, which was 264 million worldwide. So, I mean, we're talking almost doubled the record. I mean, you're muted, Sam. Huge opening.
Stock was up.
It's so
today.
What did you say, Sam?
What's that? Go on. Sorry.
Didn't hear you.
Okay. So, which is basically like kills this idea that people don't want to go to the movies. It really shows you that what they're putting out is the reason people aren't going to movies. People are hungry for movies. Dude, the movie experience is like nothing else. There's nothing better than seeing, like, especially a movie like, Deadpool or Godzilla or Dune. Like, I really regret not seeing Dune in the big theater. Johnny told me, you gotta see it in the big theater, and I just was so busy I couldn't go down there. But it's just like, dude, this just destroys the whole narrative that people just don't want to go see movies.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, Disney was up 2.5% today. You want to know, an interesting statistic? Disney's trading at $92 a share. In 2014, it was trading at $92 a share. 10 years ago. Hasn't moved. It's probably a good buy right now, at least short term, at least to get back to 110, 120. I mean,
you don't worry about this. What did they resolve the labor issue they're having at the parks?
I don't think they have yet.
I would worry. Wouldn't that worry you kind of short term? Maybe you'd take a little hit on that possibly.
And the fact that their park attendance is down. That's a big one.
Yeah, because they're so expensive, dude. Those Disney tickets are expensive.
Yeah,
bro.
It's just getting ridiculous here.
Would cost you $1,000. You had a big family to go for a weekend.
Everything is, it's like I do a show at the Comedy Store. My show is the cheapest show at the Comedy Store. It's the cheapest one.
And it's the best one.
I just don't want to gouge everybody out of their cash. Like, dude, everybody's getting super greedy. That's not, I mean, I want to make money. I pay really, really well. So I want to make sure that everyone feels they're taken care of. And then I want to make a little scratch for my work. But yeah, dude, I mean, I'm really blown away by how greedy everybody's getting. It's getting so greedy.
Well,
Can I just Disney, I just want to say this before we get too far from it. Disney did reach a tentative agreement with their theme park workers. It's not finalized yet, but they're not going to strike, it sounds like.
Well, also, what's going to happen is you're going to see ticket prices at Disney go down. They're going to drop 25%, 30%.
Love that.
They're already talking about it. They have to. You got to bring in the crew. You can't just, you see attendance drop that those planes aren't coming over from Europe and Australia. You got to drop your prices. Look at McDonald's is doing. McDonald's dropped that food menu, dropped the prices, got rid of the salads, dropped prices on burgers.
But they're getting crap for that too.
Yeah.
They're getting crap for that too. They're like, that they're just there's also their stance, and I don't know if this is an actual reason. I'd love to hear you guys, but there's some Israel-Palestine stuff going on with that as well. They're saying that McDonald's is taking some shit on that as well. Or is that Starbucks? That must have been Starbucks.
Sure.
Starbucks is complaining.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Just pivoting back to Marvel for a second too. Since the Jonathan Majors mess, they've pivoted completely away from that. They've just had to abandon that storyline, it sounds like. They announced at Comic-Con, which is going on right now, that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Dr. Doom, a villain.
Which is so crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you couldn't get anybody else. It's like, I don't know, man. What do you guys think of that? Because I know they've done that with other. Well, because, Deadpool was the Green Lantern. And I just feel like the Green Lantern.
He also played another version of Deadpool, and he was also in Blade Trinity. He's been in several superhero movies, yeah.
But are they under the Marvel?
Yeah, well, the old X-Men movie he was in it was a Marvel Fox movie. Yeah, and it's even referenced in Deadpool. You remember he goes and like appears in that old X-Men movie for a second, I think in the second one maybe. Anyway, yeah, it's
it's crazy. Well, they must assume that people like seeing him in the Marvel universe, so they got to bring him back, but how long until they have Iron Man versus Doom and he's like acting both sides?
Well, and Wolverine, I mean, that's another guy they had to bring back. It sounds like he's going to continue to be part of the MCU now. Hugh Jackman. I think people just, I think it's a nostalgia play, I know with Wolverine it is. And that's what that last Doctor Strange movie, the last Marvel movie that I thought was okay. It was all a nostalgia play, it was all these references to all these comic book cartoons and things that people grew up with. So yeah, I think they realized the penalty for pivoting away from your core fans, which are stoners and nerds.
Or how about this? How about we just don't need 1,000 movies about 100-pound chicks beating up everybody? How about that? Nobody wants that. We want to see archetypes. That's this is what I'm learning in comedy. Keep it simple, stupid. People don't want to think anymore. They just want to just go there and numb out. That is 90% of your arena comedy right now is just the Wiggles. That's all that's being done on stage right now. Why are we reinventing the wheel with trying to make us buy in that 100-pound fucking wave models can beat up everybody? We liked it when it was Angelina Jolie in Tomb Raider because she was so gorgeous and it was such an anomaly at the time. We really weren't seeing that. We were actually seeing meaty chicks kind of fighting. Even the mom of the guy of John Carter in the original Tomb Raider was still a little thicker than these wave models they got wanting us to believe are beating up everybody. It's just like annoying. It's just like, shut up.
And even the ones they did back then didn't work. I mean, remember that Jennifer Garner movie, Elektra? Where they had her as a superhero.
I like the Daredevil, man. I'll be honest with you. The Daredevil was one of my only superhero movies I ever liked with Ben Affleck.
It's like crazy to me, and it's just nuts. It's just nuts. Amazing. It's just really nuts. Listen, guys, you know what else is crazy? Crypto. Crypto's crazy. I want to tell you about our good friends James McMahon and Copy My Crypto. Guys, has it pissed you off to watch crypto fly up in price over a decade and still done nothing about it? It makes sense. Crypto is complicated and it's really boring. Well, here's the good news. You don't need to know a thing about crypto to make the money so many have. The copymycrypto.com membership site shows you the exact cryptos that YouTuber James McMahon personally owns, which means you just copy him. It's like having a big brother who knows what he's doing. You don't need to know a thing about crypto or how to invest. Just simply copy along, go along, copy along. So let me tell you about James. Okay. He runs Crypto with James YouTube channel, which has over 54,000 subscribers. In the summer of 2020, he told his viewers to buy 26 cryptos. Had you put $100 into each one, it went on to be worth over $123,000. Of the 26 cryptos, his top pick of the year, the one he singled out, called Phantom, went up 692 times from when he said. That one call alone has retired a number of people, including guys in their 20s and 30s. Remember, this is public knowledge. You can go to YouTube and verify for yourself. So if you'd like to join the 2,800 members who copy James, then pause what you're doing right now and head over to copymycrypto.com/Sam. That's copymycrypto.com/Sam. That's SAM. You'll not only find proof of everything I've said, but our viewers get full access for just $1. $1. Yes, you've missed out on Bitcoin, but there's over 2 million other cryptos. Do you really think you've missed out on all of them? Guys, don't waste any more time. Go to the site and read it. Once again, that's copymycrypto.com/Sam. It's ended money worries for so many. It just may do the same for you. So go to copymycrypto.com/Sam. Bang, dude. I'm getting better and better at that. Reading.
Put down phonics.
Yeah. Hey, dude, you don't understand. My brain wants to fly through there and my mouth can't keep up. So I have to slowly read it. All right.
It's like you're riding a bull or something. Just trying to stay on.
Yeah, 100%. So, hey, you guys can read it if you want. I'm fine with it. Not reading it. You guys can.
No, that was good.
Thank you. Thank you. Me so stupid. Oh, me so stupid. Oh, me.
I thought it was good.
Thank you.
Your reading probably gets better just reading all your kids' books, man. That's mine used to, just reading those books every night.
Bro, have you ever read a kid's book and messed up a word? You're like, wow, I am dumb. I am so
kids dumb. Don't know. That's the great thing.
I used to make it up. You should just make shit up.
My daughter is 4. And she turned to me, and she's 4 years old, and she goes, Daddy, you're so handsome. I'm like, where did you learn to talk like that? That's kind of crazy, right? A 4-year-old saying that at 4.
She's gonna be blowing past you here pretty soon, buddy.
Yeah, pretty soon she's gonna be helping me spell it out, Daddy. Spell it out. Say it. Say it yourself. There you go. What else? Any other stories?
A lot of shit going on. I posted for the Patreon members over the weekend the Dows of the Dog Strategy, Dogs of the Dow, and I love the strategy. It's something that's been around since like 90, 91, and when I was on Wall Street, I remember just talking to a lot of these old guys, and they're like, yeah, that's the strategy that money managers don't want anyone to know about because it consistently kicked the shit out of the S&P, and it's so simple. All you do is you take the Dow 30 stocks, you take 5 or 10 of the worst performing ones, the ones that are just the biggest pieces of shit, and you buy them. And you just hold them for 6 months or a year. I mean, 2 years ago, I remember this because we put them up in our portfolio. We had 3M, Coca-Cola. These stocks were in the shitter. And Coca-Cola's gone from 59 to 67. 3M's gone from 87 to 125. Now these stocks would no longer be considered dogs. So you look at stocks now like Boeing, Nike, and basically you're just taking stocks with the highest yield, the highest dividend. Because if it's got a high dividend, it's a low stock. It's a low trading stock. So when that dividend comes down, the stock price goes up. That's how simple it is. There's no thought. It's just simple math.
So you're saying we could go somewhere and invest in the dog of the Dow?
Yeah, you got ETFs. You can do it yourself.
Where do we go? Let's say I'm on E-Trade. Do I go E-Trade just putting dog of the Dow?
No, you would look at 30 of the stocks and you would find the 5 or 10 stocks with the highest yields. In other words, percentage, the highest dividends.
Or you could join the Patreon at patreon.com/cashdaddies, and Howie will spell it out for you right there.
Yeah. No, we talked about it. Some of the guys were like, we like Nike, Boeing, Ford. Now that it's got spanked, it's got almost a 5.5% yield. So, it's probably due to jump 20, 30% from here. Shit. The one that I'm pissed I haven't, jumped in on yet, Sam's favorite, Pfizer's gone from 26 to 31 over the past. It's gone up 6 straight weeks. And I got to get
Pfizer?
Yes.
Evil's gone up 6 straight weeks. That's great.
Yeah, it has. And it's probably going to 40 because it's above that golden cross where it's broken at 200-day moving average. It's trading at 30, 31 almost, and it's headed to 40. It's going to 40, 45. It's got a 5.5% yield on the dividend. So if it doesn't move, you still get paid 5.5% if it stays flat. But if that thing goes up to 40, that dividend is going to come down probably 3.5%, 4%. So you got to look at that stuff. If you bought the big 7, these big tech stocks, and you've been in there the past 2 years, you've crushed stocks like Meta, Microsoft, Apple, whatever. You've killed it. But it doesn't always stay like that. Obviously, the last 3 weeks, they've lost $1.5 trillion in market cap. So you got to find other things. You got to find oil stocks, healthcare, utilities, gold. Gold has kicked ass, and one that I like right now. This is crazy. Get ready, Sam. You want to make some money? Go in and buy copper. Buy copper.
How do you buy copper? Do you just go on E-Trade and put copper?
Here's what
you tell me to buy from our good friends at Wise Wolf Gold and Silver, Sam Tripoli .gold.
You could. There's also an ETF, which I wrote down the symbol today. Why the hell isn't it in front of me? There's an ETF you can buy. There's like 5 of them. But there's one that really tracks copper. And it's CU something.
There are miners too you could get into.
Yeah, there's miners. You can buy the actual spot copper ETF. I looked at it. Why the fuck did I write that down? It was trading at like 25. It's down from 31, 32. But copper's gotten its ass kicked. It's got hit pretty well. And I think it's probably a good buy. Probably a good buy right here. So we'll talk about it on the Patreon. But yeah, copper, gold's done really well. I think copper will follow suit.
Well, I know the value of it must be up on the market on the metals market because I was reading, we did a story on Broken Sim last week about how it's the stripping is worse than it's ever been. Like they're going into public utilities now. There are major cities with their lights are all out down their street lighting because these crackheads are just going in and stripping the wires out and selling the copper on the black market. And for it to be worth it for them to risk. Now it also says how tough the economy is, inflation, which Biden's telling us the economy's great, but come on, people don't do these kinds of desperate things and when times are good. But yeah,
people have been stealing copper for 20 years.
No, but it's the story we read. It's way up. Like the crimes being reported way more than it hasn't. Because I know that because they came into our farm and stripped the copper out of one of the barns one time, and it's a whole mess.
If you're stealing copper and you're listening to the show right now, you're not going to get a lot for it right now. You need to wait, keep that copper somewhere locked up, and wait till prices go up. You bring it to the scrap metal yard, whatever. Because copper's taking a beat down. It's probably a good buy. Let
me see if I can find that story.
I'll tell you another one that's kicked ass for us. Another dog of the Dow a while back was Altria. It used to be Philip Morris, MO, make cigarettes for the kids. that stock's gone from 39 to 47, still pays a 7.7% dividend. That's just kicked ass. So we've got a lot of them like that.
Yeah,
there's
stop
Copper
calling
did-
us boomers. We're not boomers. Okay, we're not
I'm not a
boomers.
boomer.
We're not
Yeah,
a
that's what we
boomer.
said last week. Yeah.
Johnny's definitely not a boomer, but we're not boomers, dude.
I'm the one behind. I'm the one before
doing-
the boomer. What
I'm
is that?
doing burpees, okay? I'm burping burpees, dude. Stop it. Stop. I'm doing
Jesus.
jujitsu. I'm not a boomer.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, we're Generation X. Stop it.
We're
Stop
Gen
it.
X.
We're Gen X, dog. The last great generation.
That's right.
There are no
Hell yeah.
generations except the greatest generation. So yeah, copper theft. I mean, if you just Google on the news copper theft, it's every there's a story from every city. It seems like saying copper thefts are way up, and I guess it's you're saying since the prices are low, it must be more of a sign of desperation than Howie. People are just desperate for money. Phoenix has got it really bad. They just stripped a warehouse here in LA, a big warehouse.
Oh my God, really? Is there no security anywhere ever?
That's
Well,
the
most
thing.
of it, what they're doing is from like public utilities, like street lights and stuff like that. You know, and you can't have a cop around every street light.
Okay, so if you want to buy copper, you would buy CPER. If you don't want to buy miner, CP, that's an easy one to remember. CPER. That's the ETF for copper.
Respect.
And it's trading right now at $25.62. And you know, it's down year to date. Shit, it's down well, actually it's up a little bit. But it's down from its high of 32. So it's a good buy right here, 25. I like copper. It's only up 6% for the year. You know, if it does half of what gold does, you know, it's a good look. Alternate investments, you know, we call normal investment stocks, bonds, money market, real estate, but alternative investments that make up 12% of the 2024 portfolio we have. Dude, gold's up, I think like 15.25%, over 15% for the year to date. Bitcoin's up 52%. That's why we're killing the S&P right now. Those alternative investments have really helped. You know, Apple, XLF, we got a couple other things that are doing really well, but alternative investments are doing great this year for the Duke crew.
Real quick. If you're asking about where you can get Cash Daddy premium content, okay, just go to Patreon. Okay, patreon.com, Cash Daddies. Okay, we're going to show you where it's at here because this is what we do here. We hang and we bang, dog. We're just hanging. We're just banging. Here we go. Okay, we go to Cash Daddies. Here's the Patreon. We're almost at 800 members. Again, for $20 every day, the Dew crew hanging and banging. The Dew crew hanging and banging. You just, every day you get picks. Our good friend, Howie Dewey tells you exactly what to do and how to do it. Now, if you're killing it and you're like, hey man, I got to start a family. I need some guidance. There's a thing called Making Whoopee. For $1,000 a month, Johnny and I will come and watch you make love. And then we will give you tips on how to do it. I have 2 daughters. So, you know, I know what I'm doing. So that's just out there for you guys. Okay. Just out there. Just go to go to patreon.com/Cash Daddies. Okay. Now, guys, I also talked to Tony at Wise Wolf. We do have a YouTube. We have a cat. Oh, hold on here. A lot of you guys keep asking about where can you get your copper? Can you buy your precious metals? Okay. Go to cashdaddies.gold. That's cashdaddies.gold. Go buy that right there. Go cashdaddies.gold. Let me get it for you guys real quick. Hey, dude, this is it's not working. Okay. Let me see what he said. Bang. That's what he said. Cashdaddies.gold. Not working. Okay. Anyways, that's it. I'll find it out real quick. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. That's
Johnny, why don't you tell us about the new iPhone that Apple's coming out with?
New iPhone. Well, that'll be next month, right? September.
Now, why are they called AI models?
Well, probably because they're gonna have artificial intelligence integrated, like it's gonna be on the chip, So because the way Apple has solved security issues in the past, they've done locally on your phone a lot of what other phone makers have done in the cloud, and that keeps your data more secure. And so their new iPhone is going to be it's going to have artificial intelligence baked in. They just had 18.1 is going to come out. I don't know if it's fully. I think the beta is just out actually, and it's got artificial intelligence baked into that. So Siri now will suck less. Finally, it can also generate images for you and those kinds of things. Yeah, the new iPhones actually won't come out though until they won't be announced until next month. But it is iOS.
And Johnny will be waiting for that.
Oh, I don't. I just ordered online, and that you get it on release day. You don't have to wait in line anymore. That's only for nerds.
That's for 90% of South Korea that stands in line.
Yeah, maybe those people. Did you guys see Southwest is doing away with their open seating? I didn't fly a lot of Southwest, but everybody I knew who did thought it was a pain in the ass, not knowing what seat you were going to have until you showed up. So they're going to start doing what everybody else does now and charge for the better seats. Finally,
I mean, like, here's the whole thing. The better seat thing is annoying. I do like that Southwest doesn't charge you for bags, so I'm willing to work with you. I'm willing to work with you on that since you don't charge for bags. They're the last of the great ones. Every other airline is blood soaking, but they're all greedy scumbags, and that's all I gotta say. Greedy scumbags. I mean, how long do they charge oxygen? It's coming. They're going to charge you for oxygen.
I would like to see an airline with a guy in the front desk with a whistle. And when he blows that whistle, it's just a Royal Rumble. It's like whoever gets, everybody's just sprinting and fighting to get on the plane. That would be some funny shit. I would love to see that. I mean, if you don't get a seat in 30 seconds, you don't get on the plane.
Respect on that. I just like watching black strippers fight on planes. I'm just waiting for that to happen on one of my flights. I'd be so happy if I can see hot black chicks throw in the middle of the aisle. Let's go, bro.
BMW has recalled almost 300,000 vehicles due to a rear cargo rail detachment risk. That's a big number for BMW. It's their SUVs, those X3s, all new models too, 2018 to 2023.
Oh no! When did this go? We didn't get anything. Yes, we have.
Oh really? Yeah, it's X3s. The cargo rail can detach. And then Fox News is reporting that part of what inspired Elon Musk to break from the Democrats, and I think it's more about what he said on Jordan Peterson's podcast about his son/daughter. But they're saying that Biden and the administration reportedly snubbed Tesla because they were afraid of angering the United Auto Workers Union. And that is, at least in part, what pissed Elon off enough to make him kind of turn on them.
He's got a kid he's got a son that's a chick, something like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, he went on Jordan Peterson and said that he was lied to. Now, do you really? I have. The more I think about that, I'm like, really? He didn't have the best information, but maybe he doesn't have time to look into these things. I don't know. He has a lot of kids. He says he was lied to about the effects of those those hormone blocking drugs when they're really like, sterilization drugs. And he said that, and this is the thing that pissed a lot of people off on the left, that his son is dead now. He said that's why they call it dead naming, because my son is dead. Yeah, he's. I think that's more to do with his motivation than him being snubbed.
Elon, you don't blame. Look, if you're a parent, don't blame anyone else. Come on, where the hell were you? How did you not know this?
That is weird. That is weird. I also understand that it's probably not the easiest thing to see happen.
If I see my kid, if I see my 12-year-old kid come home from school and he looks like he has tits and he starts eating his corn in a different way, I'm going to know something's up. son.
Like, what are you saying? Like, how would it be in a different way? I'd love to know Howie Dewey's. How do gay people eat corn? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying, if he's eating corn on the cob vertical versus horizontal, we're gonna have to have a talk. You know, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm just gonna be like, look, is somebody putting some weird shit in your little milk cartons at lunch at school? What's going on here, Skippy?
Sticking the whole chicken wing in his mouth and just sucking it.
Yeah, you know. If he's running, you know, if the kid was, you know, ripped and all of a sudden he's a B cup, yeah, I got to talk to his teachers. Absolutely. Something's up. You know, I mean, but don't, Elon, I don't know. It's great. Don't blame anyone else. How do you not know this? Get the fuck out of here. Come on. You know, that's something as a father, you're probably going to notice at some point.
Yeah, I will agree on that.
Well, in California, they don't even tell you. I mean, you know, they have rules now where they don't even have to tell you if they're going to get your kids the gender changed. You know, I mean, imagine that, you know, not being told that.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it's just like it's so insane to me, and I just my friend, people in my life that care about my kids can't see how absolutely ridiculously stupid that law is. It's like so dark. It's so dark, and they just can't understand it. Oh, and then you got idiot like Gavin Newsom falling for he like flipping out on this Kamala Harris AI video. Have you seen that? She's like, "This should be illegal." It's like, dude, you must think the Democrats are so dumb that they would fall for that video. How is that any different than Saturday Night Live doing a parody of Donald Trump? It's the same thing. It's just you think your people are so dumb. That's it. I mean, they think they're so dumb.
You know what, though? It would be kind of, if the schools used it in a different way, like, listen, I've told you 5 fucking times to get in your seat. One more time, and you're getting the hormones, son. You know? I mean, yeah, if a kid's being a little asshole, and you're like, I swear to God, I'll turn you into a chick right now, man. You keep that shit up.
We're going to transition you, boy.
I'm going to put you, yeah. And all of a sudden, you know, the kid comes home, and he complains to his parents. You know, I got tits now. Well, yeah, you should have paid attention, Alice.
So ridiculous.
Sally.
So crazy. So, guys, here's what I'm going to tell you: that we're about to jump over there to the exclusive Patreon.com/Cash Daddies. Join us over there. Yeah, we were talking gold. We want you to go to cashdaddies.gold. I'm getting that link fixed. So if you go to cashdaddies.gold, grab that link, support us, supporting you, support us, supporting you, supporting us. If not, go to patreon.com/cashdaddies and get in on the action, Jackson. So how do we end this, Johnny?
If you want to make some money this week, buy Amazon. The earnings come out Thursday. Buy Amazon at 183 right now. You'll be happy.
Well, that's it, dude. Johnny, you know, Howie giving you the good stuff. Johnny giving you the good stuff. Howie, excuse me, giving you the good stuff. Johnny, so one more time, go over. Guys, if you want to join us, this is very important. Go over there, patreon.com/Cash Daddies. All right, guys, take care, and we are going to see you soon. Take care, everybody. We'll see you over at the Patreon. Bye. Okay. Here we go. Remove. I'm just doing all of them. I'm trying to remove all of them. Here we go. Remove.